Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius, I'm doing a reading as usual with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. So, Sagittarius, I have to give you a little bit of a heads up because your reading today feels really out there. So, I would suggest just to keep an open mind while you receive this message, because this is, what I'm doing to receive the message and to be able to translate it in its full potential. Because I feel like the message that is coming for you today, Sagittarius, has a very collective tone. And I know that, I've had two really powerful collective readings recently for the Venus star point and then for the solar eclipse in Scorpio. And they are still very active, not only individually in me as a reader, but I feel like the collective is very active because of these star alignments, because of these astrological events that are impacting greatly us here on Earth. And the way the way that I'm seeing your message today, Sagittarius, it's like there is this very conscious decision in you and a group of people that you perhaps agreed to come to this earth with. Maybe you know these people, maybe you do remember and recognize them. Maybe these are people that you are still yet to recognize in this lifetime, that you agreed to create this halo of protection, okay? It's very specific because it's interesting. Your message today is bringing me certain words that I don't typically use, and that's the reason why I'm feeling like, I don't know, maybe my readings are just able to reach the fringes, or I don't really know how to explain that, but the energy that I'm feeling is like this collective effort again, because this tends to be like the theme since these two events, very important astrological events. So, as I said, it seems like you agreed to come down to earth with others, maybe part of your family, part of your inner circle, part of, your community that you do recognize, maybe others you don't. Because starting here with the King of Pentacles, what I'm seeing is like you are this consciousness, and there are others represented here by the other dots in the crown. Because what I heard with this card was, let's get down to earth. So this seems to be a very mindful decision, a very maybe even urgent decision when you chose to come to this earth this time around. And I feel like, Sagittarius, there is something that is very important that you do in terms of your practical day-to-day life, right? Because it's Pentacles, but this Pentacles is talking about earth, being grounded in earth, being here right now, coming down with others to create this crown, to create this circle of protection. It's coming through with the word halo of protection. So, but it has to be anchored. It has to be well established. Actually, the establishment of a new foundation based on love is here in your reading. And I feel like that's the purpose, because what I'm seeing actually with this card, the Five of Cups, to me, in the very beginning, especially the Five of Pentacles, but here is the Five of Cups, and I'm going to explain why it came as the cups and not the pentacles. But the fives to me were representing a specific location, like an X on a map. So there is a specific place that you chose to come down to anchor with others, people from your collective, from your community, that you may or may not know them, but it's creating this circle of protection, right? It's like establishing a perimeter of love. So the reason why this Five of Cups came through and not the Five of Pentacles, although there is another Pentacle cards here, is because there is this need to transmute the traditional meaning of the Five of Cups, which is deceit. And so by having this very conscious decision to, it's like, this is a mission, this is like a maybe your life purpose, to establish with others this halo of protection, but also of love and transmutation of something that could be painful into something that is set free with the Nine of Pentacles. This card is symbolizing freedom. This card is talking about creating a lane that provides another way. Instead of deceit, instead of delusion, instead of fear, instead of regret, is all about the love, is all about the love. There is no other word for it. It's all about the love. Anchoring down the love to transmute where there is lack of love, you see? The places that need love the most are being set free by you deciding to come down to this earth this time around with others. But because, as I said, this is not just you. It is you with your wisdom choosing to come down alongside others to form this halo of protection. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is like, you know, this crown, this circle, this channel is only able to be established, right? To create this aura, to create this halo, because this is the lane for freedom. It's like this, you know, imagine this. It's like once you're here, it's like I'm seeing this like here. You're bringing from the universe, from the cosmos, down to earth, this lane that sets free those who are not, those who are feeling stuck, those who are feeling hopeless, those who are feeling fearful. And your mission, and I want to say, maybe you know this, you know, maybe you've known this since an early age, that you had this mission to protect, to bring love, to like help those who are in need in specific places, and to set them free, to bring them their sovereignty, to bring them their independence. Because I feel like they have been puppets, or like you know, that's another word. I don't usually use this word. It's not in my vocabulary, but it's what I heard with this Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you, Sagittarius, coming in with the consciousness of the King, which is, you know, this highest wise mind or approach, or remembrance, and knowing that you have this mission here on earth, and that you have agreed to come together with others. Remember, this is a group thing. This is a collective effort. So in order to change the energy of a place and to set it free, it has to be through others who are here also. But maybe it's like, you know, you want to bring people inside this halo that you have created with others. And I want to say, yes, it is incredibly energetically, it is incredibly emotional, but it has to be something practical. I want to say it has to be anchored in a certain specific place. It's not like you know, some sort of distant collective meditation that is sending out love to places. that could be part of it, but I want to say it's like with all of this pentacles, it's like the king needs to anchor down, to create the channel, to create this halo, to anchor down in a specific place all of this love, to set these people who are maybe suffering in this place, because they have been detached. So do you see here how, you know, the crown of these ones, and I want to say maybe people that don't have the same remembrance that you do, Sagittarius, it's like people maybe that are still asleep, that are starting to awake, because this, you know, this crown is like these two here have been forgotten, have been detached. It's like they're not, you see the difference here, how like everyone here in this group are awake, are aware, are connected. Their antennas is like tuned into the cosmos, to the wisdom of the universe, you see, or to the commitment of coming down here to anchor down, but still remembering. It's remembering why they came. And you too, right? You'd remember. But the ones that you are wanting to help to transmute this deceit into love, into, you know, hoping that better days are ahead instead of being constantly fearful of the future, you see? It's like this is the lane that is creating protection, because it's giving them independence. It's like reattaching. It's like, it's almost like I'm seeing these as crutches now. It's like what you're doing practically, I want to say, it's more than just the energetic work. Yes, the energetic work is there, but most of all, it's practical. It's something that, you know, maybe you are working in a hospital, maybe you are a doctor, maybe you are a healer, like a practical hands-on type of healer, right? So it's like giving the independence through assistance, through practical assistance, in order to reattach these lost connections. This, I'm getting goosebumps. It's like a very it's like you have to look in the person's eyes. It's like you have to feel them, you have to touch them, you have to help them rise, you have to help them remember, because it's all this huge awakening process, I want to say. With the Death card coming next, this was talking about this reawakening, because I feel like you, maybe for the most part, you have always been awake, you have always been sovereign and independent, but you see that there is this mission, or this sense of duty towards Earth, towards others who have lost, in a sense, their own remembrance, their own connection, their own sovereignty. And so this, it's like serving as the one who provide the lanes for security in any way possible. But I want to say it has to go through the 3D. Maybe you are, you know, you are, I don't know, what is that called, in a non-profit organization, and you are an incredible volunteer of some sorts, or, you know, maybe you donate your time, your money, your work for some cause, for a group of people who are going through something that, you know, is incredibly hard, you know, and painful for them. And beyond creating that practically, it's like it's also bringing the love, and that is a huge transformation. The Death card is the card that represents Scorpio, so it's very fitting that it would come, you know, in this sequence of the solar eclipse in Scorpio. And yesterday it was like a very intense ending for the Scorpio reading also. So it's like you are part of this collective who is feeling this death and rebirth process, especially the rebirth, I want to say, because it's the establishment of a new foundation. The Four of Cups coming next. So you see here, you know, or you know, you have been growing in wisdom about this remembrance that your mission here on earth was consciously made, you know, in spirit, or, you know, before you incarnated to this lifetime. It's like you knew that there was this agreement to create this halo of protection and this halo of love that would transmute and transform the traditional energy that was based on lack of love, in perhaps, you know, deceit and desperation and fear and all of that that is traditionally linked to the Five of Cups, and transmuting it, right? Letting that old idea, that old energy that is embedded in that place through these people, by reawakening their consciousness in a way that is very, I'm seeing it like a very one-on-one connection. It's almost like given one-on-one treatment, or like some sort of, you know, revelation perhaps about this rebirth, about this reawakening, because that's the way that you transmute the lack of love into a new foundation based on love. You see, this is the process in a sense, because it's the reconnection of these ones that were asleep, that were disconnected, that couldn't remember all of it, that, you know, they had like hints because of this one that was still connected, but it's like they need the three antennas, the 3 points of connection. You see, the full crown, they need the full crown connected. So this new foundation, this, it's like, it's interesting because in the Scorpio reading, it was talking about, was it in the Scorpio reading or was it in the collective reading? It was, there was, you know, in the past few readings, there was this image of a splinter being removed. And this is what I'm seeing here. It's like this transition from the Five of Cups to the Four of Cups is a one that is much more, well, solid, but solid because is true. It's based on true love, in unconditional love, in the love that is being transmuted where it lacked, right? Where it wasn't there. So this rebirth is like this reawakening, or this changing of the frequency. This, well, it's actually the elevation of the frequency, ending here with the Six of Swords. This process of resuscitating, I don't know if that's the right word, or like, you know, coming alive. Maybe, you know, you are helping those who felt like, yes, they had a physical body, but they weren't really living their fullest. You see what I mean? You know, like feeling like you're more dead than alive in this lifetime. You know, maybe we are talking about people with depression. Maybe we are talking about people who, you know, had, you know, dark thoughts because of bad experiences, right? That they were embedded in a certain situation, in a certain environment, that you knew, Sagittarius, that you had like this very important mission to transmute this energy through setting these ones free, to reconnecting them to their own spirit, to their own higher selves, to their own crown. And so this is incredibly intense, incredibly profound, incredibly moving. And so this is the reason why I'm saying it's not you alone. It's you and a group of others that have agreed to do this job, I want to say. Because it's the job that is helping to create like this new foundation. A new foundation that when it is transmuted, it helps to, it's like what I'm seeing here is this splintering being removed. You see, the one thing that was causing this frequency to be tuned to a lower vibration, it's removed, and now the real structure, the real foundation is based on love, because there is no more this splinter that was serving to distort the calibration of the space, the vibration of these people there, you see? So it feels like it's like removed, it's like it's elevated. It's almost like there's something that I'm seeing, like how do you say, what is that word? It's like evaporate. It's evaporated. The thing that was causing this distortion in the perception field of those in this place or in this situation that were disconnected, you are able, through this huge, I want to say, well, maybe we are talking about doctors who deal with death, you know, very closely. But bringing people to life, that's the emphasis here, Sagittarius. It's like reawakening in a way that is massive, because it's like it's lifting the energy, is lifting the vibration, is removing the distortion, removing the lack of hope, removing the hopeless feeling, and embedding this new place, or this place, with new energy, with love, with true love, with a new foundation that is based on love. And that is elevating the frequency. It's like you managed to do that, which is incredible, because I feel like this, it's almost like you knew that when you agreed to this, it's like it would be effective. You would accomplish this. And I feel like you do. You do. So whether you are helping people one-on-one, whether it's the place itself, I feel like you know the power of your work. You know the power of your ability to change the frequency of a certain location. And that, I want to say, is incredibly needed, even more so than ever. So I actually have to thank you, Sagittarius, and this group of people that are doing this work, because it is an incredible work for the planet, for humanity. Right now, it is very much needed and appreciated. So keep up with that. I feel like it's, you know, doing wonders, and it is really lifting up the energy. So, but anyways, Sagittarius, I am going to pull more cards for you alongside with the astrological runes in the end of the extended reading. So if you want to follow me there, and if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. But if not, that's okay. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.